Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Look who is in the room with me. Thank you so much, Sherry, for joining me today. Hello, everyone. We're coming to you from Orange County, California. Today is November 16th, 2022. Welcome to the journey. My name is Nguyen, and my dear angel, Sherry Dursaway, is on the other side of Zoom, but we're in the same town together. Hello, Sherry.
Hi, good to see you. Just not too far away.
I know, good to see you. Our smile is like from ears to ear. That is so
I
cute.
know, right? Can't stop smiling today.
Exactly. So, Sherry, thank you so much for taking our conversation about ONPASSIVE out to the public, where we talk about the journey for both of us in ONPASSIVE. So let's start it with you, Sherry. Sherry, you have started this journey since 2018. Please tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. So I originally got started. I was kind of down on my chips, and I just felt some array or something. I had something on Facebook that said, does the work for you. And and just what it said just kind of came to me and said, oh, something's going to do the work for you and help other businesses. I was like, oh, I'm all for that. So I clicked it. I didn't know who the person was. And lo and behold, the person, she was on vacation. So I didn't get to hold her really for a while because I had Messenger on Messenger and I didn't hear from her. And then finally she hit me back. This was like a week later or something. She said she was sorry. She was on vacation. And to do the next step, she told me what to do. And I was able to take the next step, which back in the day, because I started actually in 8/2/2018. So back in the day, you didn't do on the computer stuff. You actually had to get a hold of Ash to give your information and you text message him the information. So it was pretty wow, pretty phenomenal. And lo and behold, she actually lives I live in Huntington Beach and she lives in Newport Beach. So that was like a thing. But when I saw the information and she shared with me the two audios, they were audios at the time. You didn't see Ash's picture or anything. They were just strictly audios. I knew right then something came over me. Something said, this is for you. You just have to do it. Trust me. I took my women's intuition, my faith, which is really, a higher power, whatever anybody believes in. I took that and I said, okay, this is it, because I actually really didn't have the $97 plus the $5 card fee to get in. But what happened was I was waiting for some other money to come in. So I robbed Peter, as they say, to pay Paul, because I said, this is it. You're going to do it. And it's something just tell you inside, and hearing Ash's taste, because he always made it about helping others, and you can feel the love and the spirit in this gentleman's voice. So I said, I've got to do it. So that's what I did, is I actually robbed Peter to pay Paul, and the Lord blessed me because I was able to make my bills anyway, my bill that I had due real soon. So it all just lined up really neat and cool. And I would have never thought in my lifetime that what I was looking for, because it all started out first with just helping small businesses. And I was a small business owner, and I thought, oh, I can find a way to make, to help other businesses, because I'm all about helping people and helping other businesses. So I was all like, oh, if this is going to help other people, besides the spirit of all that, and helping, if I can help a mom and pop shop who's always wanted to go to the baseball games for handicapped kids that they make these baseball caps from, then I'm all like, oh, cool, they can save time. I'm all about saving time and making it simple. But I didn't realize how simple it was going to actually be, because prior to doing this, I was looking for ways to promote myself as well in something else I was doing. And everything was so complicated. And also cost money, and I was just shy all that money and all that knowledge on how to do that. And plus, which was crazy, is you'd get one thing and then it told you, oh, you need to get this other piece. And I thought, well, maybe I'm not that stupid. Maybe I just really need to buy the other piece for it to work. Well, that wasn't it at all. They just get you in the pocketbook, and if you don't have money, then you lose without. So to me, that's a little bit about my little entourage. I'm getting started with this amazing on-passive business. Haven't looked back since.
Wow, this is beautiful, Sherry. I know we talk a lot. You and I, and then Terry Thompson, we talk so much. But now I truly, really listened to the story that you said. How did your journey start? Which is beautiful. And yes, who knows, the 2 audios that Mr. Mufarad had at the very beginning, 2018. You know what happened, Sherry? When I did the Julie and Milo show, obviously I came later than you, which is in 2019. Yes. And I did listen. I didn't hear the 2 audios. Right? I didn't hear the 2 audios, but when I did the Julie and Milo show, everyone talked about the 2 audios that Mr. Mufarad had out there. And I was like, okay, I was a little bit embarrassed because at that time I was like running the show. I've got, so I didn't ask. But later on in 2020, when I listened to the audio, I was like, wow, this is what happened. This is what everyone is talking about. So your journey has started in 2018. And then fasting forward to when you and I were connected.
Yes.
Right? And it was like, for me, it was just the most beautiful thing ever. We connected with each other. And then we start doing Coffee Friday. I get to see you every Friday, just come and hug each other. Sometimes we have coffee. Sometimes we're just doing live and all that. Talk to us. Talk to the people right now.
Well, if it wasn't for this whole passive thing, which was brought out by Mr. Asmafar and his wife to help others around the world interconnecting, or us connecting with others, which I'm enjoying, meeting so many people, and to really meet you live when you call. I forgot how we got connected. I was on a meeting. You said you lived in Newport Beach. You said, let's meet for coffee. And I'm all like, well, of course I'm going to meet for coffee. Who doesn't want to meet for coffee, and who doesn't want to really meet people who are like-minded and love and are in the same spot you are? So ever since then, we met for coffee. I was like, oh, wow, she's a beautiful lady, powerful, a mother, very wonderful, sweet lady. And we have been friends ever since. And I am so grateful and thankful for the connections that I've actually got in this company. From I don't care how much it would cost. If it cost $100,000, I have gotten my money's worth, because I have met so many amazing people, so many bright people. And then we also you had introduced Terry to one of our coffees, which also lived in Newport Beach, right? So I was like, yes.
Sorry, I wanted to say this really quick, and I didn't say this before. It was so sweet of you to say, Julie, you have your daughters, let me drive to you. And you drove there, which is about 25 minutes, but still, it was so sweet of you to say, I'm going to come to you, let's meet. And we made that as a tradition.
Yes.
Us to meet. And then we connected with Terry Thompson, which I reached out and I said, Terry, you are in here, we'll meet with Sherry. And that makes us the trio, Angel, we call ourselves.
Yes.
In California. It was just really beautiful. The relationship that we have, the conversations that we have. And if it wasn't for ONPASSIVE, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about the journey.
No way. Sure. This has been a phenomenal journey. Like, we were met. This was all meant for a purpose. And the purpose is the journey, and the journey is the purpose. And the purpose is like what Ash says, and which we 1.4 million of us, or billion. I'm sorry, I'm just flabbergasted on the amount of people that has connected and seeing what Ash sees to help our world. It's not about him. It's all about genuality. It's just a blessing I keep saying it, a blessing, and we're passing it on to more blessings, and we'll continue. That's the part I love. But knowing that I met you and met Terry, our angel, which we are up at 3 a.m. sometimes, chip-chapping, making funny videos and all that kind of stuff, and getting great ideas with the three of us angels together, because each has their own special talents, and it's just been phenomenal. And by the way, when I did meet you for coffee, I had my old car, and you know about car situations. I wasn't sure a lot of times if I would make it, but I had faith in the higher man above, and I knew that you had kids, and I knew how that works. So I said, I have got to go meet this lady, whatever my car, is going to make it there and back. And so I'm blessed now. I have a different car, but yes, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I mean, this has been such an uplifting thing. And I know I'm talking a lot, so just cut me off if I am. And I do have to share this part with people and with you. So Ash had a challenge a while back. So the other business I did, I've had 2 back surgeries, and my self-esteem kind of went. So he had a challenge, and the challenge was to make a video on YouTube, and it had to do with saying what we were about, and it had to do with why you're in the business, I think it was. So I did that, and I haven't looked back since. However, I did look at it recently. I'm like, wow, I sure have come a long way. I sure need to redo my story. But so you see, he stretches our minds. He stretches our faith. If you believe in that, he stretches your dream, your belief. And most importantly, it all started with him in one drop of water, as he says, and we're making a large ocean, which is a clear ocean with the most beautiful creatures in the water. So, and like the rainbow, it has a rainbow under the water too as well. So I'm just using my creativity, but I had to share that part with you because I know it's done that to so many people. And you too, having your shows that you have brought out so many people. And it's just a blessing to see people who have a chance to finally do or speak or have that light bulb moment. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
we have so many memories.
Yeah,
we have so many memories because of ONPASSIVE. And one of the biggest, and we will remember this forever, is our trip together to Boston, the before the flight, and then to Boston, and then we get to meet our CEO, Mr. Ash Mulfara. So let's talk about that trip.
Well, which part do you want? The bloopers or the floppers?
No, I think I mean we can bring the blooper in our blooper chat with Terry. But let's talk about our first time we met Ash Mulfara. That's one of the biggest memories I believe that you and I treasure.
Oh yes, I'm so used to being like in the other company I'm with. I had to pay for things, right? But it's not about that. But the main thing I have to share with you is this gentleman. When we first met him, like I didn't think that like we just got off the plane and I didn't look very good. I'm like, I don't want to meet the CEO of the company just coming in all, stinkier or, in not such good clothes. I wanted to look a little more proper, but because I wasn't expecting him to be there at the hotel to greet us. So I'll think, okay, cool. I'll go back to my room, get freshed up, and maybe we'll have dinner or something, meet them later. No, he was there greeting us at the hotel. And everything was like, he gave each of us a big hug. And I remember he picked you up, Julie. He picked you up. He gave everybody the biggest hug, just like he's your your family, like he hadn't seen you in a week or so or a day and he missed you. And so he treats you like that warm hug. And mind you, that was phenomenal. But another time I was so cool to me was when we were eating dinner. When we ate at the second spot, he made sure that everybody was there and Michael was missing. He's like, well, where's Michael? He didn't want to start the dinner. He didn't even sit down until Michael got there. So he was worried about his family, because we're family now. I thought that was incredible. And then same thing, Michael made it there. And the same thing, when the food come out, nobody ate until everybody got their plate and it was correct. So, and another thing is he's just so genuine and funny and not like stiff neck or whatever. I mean, I used to be a business owner, so I kind of know what that's like. Well, not to be stiff neck, but you know what I mean, to be family orientated or whatever. But for him, that was incredible for us to, that's a thing, something I'll, like you said, I'll never forget. I'll cherish it forever. I don't know if I'll ever see him again, but I am very blessed and honored to even be at that event. I could say that's part of my journey, and for that to be part of my journey, I hope that everybody gets that chance. And I know that's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, but that was just phenomenal. And I know that you too had an amazing time with him picking you up. And I'm sure that he was so grateful for you to be there and for you to bring your daughter. He talked to her and just hung out with like if he was, if it was his kid or whatever. He was very genuine and down to earth. And I'll just never forget it. I thought it was very cool that he was very proper with your daughter and very, it was just a gentleman, an old-fashioned gentleman. I guess that's how you word it.
Absolutely.
We need to make a new word for our dictionary on that one.
An old-fashioned gentleman. He was very gentle with everybody. Like when I said gentle, he was so caring. It's like, it's very hard you're really going to be there to actually experiencing it, right?
Yeah.
Like the way he cares, he makes you feel so special, when he did. And when we came and greet him, he's just genuine, hug everyone, it's a moment that you and I probably will never forget. It's something that we treasure dearly in our life, just meeting Mr. Mufara, everyone was, acting as CEO. Our friend, Mr. Ash Mufara, our friend is just like a brother, like a family member. And I just love it, Sherry.
I know. Here's another important thing is he listens to you. When we've been on Zooms, he remembers people's names and their kids. And when we were at the event, he's listening. He's really listening to what you have to say about your family, about your dreams, about what you think needs to be added to this company. He generally listens to you. He's not off doing this and that, fiddling here and fiddling there. He generally listens to you. So to me, that's maybe even better than a brother. Sometimes your brothers wouldn't listen to you.
Oh yeah, that's right. My brothers really don't listen to me right now. So I have a very special brother, Ash Mufara. So, okay. So the journey, what we have been taken, it has been beautiful journey that we have been embarked to. And there are so many things that coming along the way, and what coming ahead of us are the products that we are going to expose to. We are going to get to see them. Sherry, I know that you love some of the products that we have. Do you want to talk a little bit about the products of ONPASSIVE? It doesn't matter which one your favorite. We can talk about any products that you love, but I know you love some of the products of ONPASSIVE.
Well, there's so many, but there's a few, that I will mention because we're open to the world now. So the old male, to me, which is phenomenal because for not to get the spam for one, and for me to be able to send, because I have friends now all over the world, right? I can send an email out because it's unlimited. So I can send all my friends email out and say, hey, I'm coming to town. Are you going to be in this town? And maybe there was 50,000 people that are in the area going to meet with me. So, but I can put it in their language. To me, that is phenomenal. Let's say they're in Tokyo, Texas, you name it, Papua New Guinea. I can say it in my language and they get it in their language. That to me is phenomenal. And then if they want to send me back an email, they can do it like a voice thing as well, or a video. And they can say, hey, Sherry, and that could be in their language. And I can get it in my language, which is English. And you should know that because you speak a different language. So I can't wait I could be able to see what you're saying then. I'm just kidding you. But anyway.
It's truly beautiful because it can be used anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Anywhere, everywhere. And there's no limitation to it. Right? And then I know there's one that you really love is ONET. We talked about this, but there are so many things in ONPASSIVE that are so much valuables that anyone can be part of it. If you're currently watching our conversation with myself and Sherry Dursaway, and if you're on YouTube or Facebook right now, the best place for you to look for more information is www.onpassive.com. And I know you are currently watching on some of the YouTube. Sherry Dursaway has her own YouTube, and this is also live streamed on her YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't subscribed to her, please go ahead and click the subscribe button so that if anything come out. Sherry Dursaway does live every single day at exactly the same time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you want to go to her and watch her live, because Sherry, every time when you do your live, you speak with your heart. And knowing you're the very, very sweet person, and you enjoy this journey so much. Sometimes even the live that you do, there's a bird behind you agreeing with you. Not only that, but there are messages that you share with the world, even though you are doing a lot of video recording, audio, and then get published into YouTube channels. You're doing a phenomenal job in what you're doing because you speak with your heart.
Yes. And the biggest part of my heart is knowing that I'm connected with you and Terry and their family and your family, and we live close by. I mean, I don't know if that's always going to stay the same. We live close by, but we'll be able to visit each other and probably even live next to each other. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, that can be done.
Yeah, I know, it can be done eventually down the line. But the interconnection, the heart of this company, the passion, the love, the compliance, it's the whole package. When you open up this package, it's more than what you expect. It's more than that diamond ring for you and I. We might say diamond ring. I don't know what it'd be for a guy, maybe a Lamborghini. But anyway, it's the most perfect package that's over that rainbow that's about to open. We're about to open it to the world so that they can see that they will be able to save time and also have more than what they need, and also to share it with others so that we can reach more parts of the rainbow to make it more perfect so they can get their very beautiful present as well. To have more peace. Right now is the time, more than anything, this ONPASSIVE is the timing, is everything. And the world needs ONPASSIVE more than they will realize. But when they see it, they'll say, oh yes, we need this, we need that, we need this and that, because we're all going to help humanity and correct the corruption.
Absolutely, Sherry. And what I said this morning is that ONPASSIVE will hit everyone like thunder, like lightning, but not the kind of thunder and lightning that we experience nowadays. It's the lightning and thunders of love, compassion, transparent, clean, and all of that. And it's because we have the best of the best people behind ONPASSIVE brand. We
Yes.
also, Mr. Muffard also mentioned about the triple power behind the brand: the vision, the community of O founders, and the third one is the executive teams, all the tech teams, everyone behind the brand of ONPASSIVE. And I believe that no other company can bring those triple power together. And ONPASSIVE not only that has that triple power now in the next 5 years, 10 years, but it's going to have that triple power for 100 years to come, because we are all connected together with that vision. And that's why he didn't bring just, he didn't attract, Mr. Muffard didn't just attract 10 people, 15 people, but he attracted 1.4 million people around the world. And soon it will be billions of people in the world. So Sherry, you and I, and there's so many people in our community of founders, are looking forward to what's coming on Sunday. So tell me, what are you looking forward to on this coming Sunday?
Well, for starters, I'm looking forward to being with my family, my other family that lives in close by, which is Julie and Terry and her family and loved ones. And we're going to have a little brunch, but the world will finally see what needs to be changed, which is a disruptive internet change. Because we give you the best value here, but you will be able to see the word ONPASSIVE everywhere. And when you're going to see what we're about, not so much our products, but what the heart of this company is about and the humanity part of it. And that to me is incredible to show just that part first, because people need to know what your company is about. And it's not about anything. It's more about helping our world to change to a better place. So to me, that gives me the chills, knowing we're getting the boat going. We're getting the spaceship going so we can get to the rainbow. So we can get to that other side of the rainbow to help our friends and family and loved ones for generations and generations to come all around the world. So to me, that gives me the chills, to knowing that the mission, the calling that Ash Muffard has been called to do, to help others, to help our world, the calling of the higher power, nothing's going to stop us, will finally be revealed, and people will dive in because they know our world needs this now more than anything. So that to me gives me the chills.
Absolutely. So lovely, Sherry. So lovely to just sit down and share our conversation once again to the world. We three did that every week. However, there's things that I truly wanted to share it to the world. Everyone, we are launching on Sunday, right? And there's no better place than launching it to the world through beIN Sport, right? And the commencement of the World Cup 2022.
Woo!
And so many of us are looking forward to Sunday. We do hope that you do as well, because you yourself, whether or not you are a brand ambassador or you are just a human being that love to connecting hearts with other human beings in the world, or if you are someone who's currently struggling right now in your life, ONPASSIVE, I believe, will be the stimulus package, will be a solutions to a lot of the problems currently dealing with, whether or not you are an individual working so hard, try to get through your day, or even if you are business owners, ONPASSIVE has it all, because ONPASSIVE created for everyone in the world. Is that right, Sherry?
Yes. And to be a business owner, know that you're going to have so much less stress. Just know that what you're going to see is going to be simpler than what we have now. It's going to save you time. And it's just going to be phenomenal when you can save time. You have a smile like she has on her face. And you'll be able to share that with more people. And it will make our world, just to smile alone and have more time is going to free up some stress from so many people. And to be connected in this company, because it's not just about a company of digital products. We will have other things too as well that nobody has ever seen of, heard of, that will change our world in more ways than we can ever imagine. So that to me just means so much, knowing that for generations, we're shifting here to a more better and positive place.
Absolutely. This is beautiful, Sherry. I wish we could continue. I
Yes.
lost track of time.
I know.
I really enjoy our conversation. Thank you so much, Sherry. And thank you for being such a sweet friend to myself and to Terry as well. We love you so much. And looking forward to hug you again on Sunday.
I love you guys too. I love everybody. And you are important in this world. So don't forget it. No matter what anybody says. I hate to end that way, but it's important I get that word out. You are important in this world. You matter. You have talents. Use them because somebody needs to see your talents. Thank you, everybody. Love you to pieces. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate your time, and we do hope that you enjoy the conversation that Sherry and I just have. Have a great day and have a great evening and rest well. Please go ahead and take care of yourself and the other. Goodbye.
Goodbye.